Okay, I believe this is on page 29. It's got two guys at the bottom, look like they're yelling something. So, we're looking at the corresponding parts. That's what you're going to fill in. If two triangles are congruent, then all their parts are going to be congruent. So if we say the statement in green right here, triangle ABC is congruent to DEF, it doesn't just mean they match, it means all their parts match, such as side AB and side DE. Okay, I could have hatch marks there, AB and DE. BC and EF, and then AC and DF. So those would be the matching parts, and then there would be matching angles. Angle A and D, angle B and E, and angle C and F. But if you really focus real close right here on the statement, you can tell what parts go together without even seeing the drawing. It's really cool. So if I want to know about angle A is first. When I name this congruency set, then what's first over here? D. So angle A has to go with angle D. Look at it. What goes with angle C? The last F, C, and F go together. And then even the sides, if I say side AC, AC is the first and the last, then it's got to go with the first and the last, DF, right there. So that congruency statement is very important to be watching for the parts that go together. Now, if you want to prove that they are congruent, you don't have to do all 6 parts, 3 sides, 3 angles, all that. You can get a mixture. Now, these should look familiar from our last little section on similarity, but now we have a few extras. We have side, 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 and side, angle, side. Now we've got angle, side, angle, 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 side, and HL, hypotenuse, leg. Ooh, yeah, okay. So, side, side, side is just like it says. Now, you can have the actual numbers there, like 8 is going to exactly match 8. You don't have to do any ratios and reducing or anything like that. They're just going to perfectly match. Or you can have hatch marks, a double and a double, a triple and a triple. When you've got 3 sets of sides, that's what I want you to be writing in. All right, then that's what we're going to make it side, side, side. They got to be marked. Okay, I know there's sides there. It's a triangle. It's got to have sides, but they have to be marked, or they have to have numbers showing that they match. All right, is this side, side, side postulate? 10 and 10, 6 and 6, 4 and 4. Yeah, it's got all 3. So side, side, side. All right. When you do side, the angle has to be in between the 2 sides that are marked. So here on this triangle, when you look at these 2 sides, what is the angle in between them? Angle G. What's the angle in between here and here? Or those 2 sides that are marked? Angle I would need to be in between the 2 sides. And then finally here, what's between the 2 sides? Angle H. Where they touch, this side meets up with this side, and that's where they touch. So that's the angle. The angle has to be marked for it to count. I don't want to worry about that. All right, so here we go. It has to have 2 sets of sides and the 1 angle between the 2 sides. So side, angle, side. It's not, am I going to the left or to the right? You're just counting up what you see. This is a side marking. Over here, a double, that's a side marking. And in this corner, of course, it's going to be an angle marking. Is the angle in between the 2 sides? Yes. But check them both. Sometimes they don't match. That's a side, that's the angle in between, and that's a side. So there you go. Side, angle, side. All right, then we're going to have one where the side is included between 2 angles. So I've got 2 angles marked. What is the side that's in between here? Well, what angle is it? IG. So it'll be side GI or IG. You can go in either order. IG or GI. And then over here next, the side between them is from corner to corner. No big deal. HI. All right, and then finally on the third one, you got that. Okay, that's the angle, side angle, when it looks like that. So you got an angle, is the side in between them marked. Gotta have that marked. All right, angle, side, angle, ASA. The side has to be between the two angles. So you just say, here's my angle, is the side between them? Yeah, angle, sides between. It's not I'm going to the list. You don't do the right to the left, you just count up what you see. All right, now the next one's got a little twist on that. So instead of having the side between the two angles, it's just not between. So here's my angle corner, here's an angle corner, and here's a side. You see the side's not between. It could be on this side or it could be on this side, it just can't be in between. So here's an angle, is the side between them? No. So ask yourself those questions every time you try to look at these. Don't think I'm going to the right, going left. You just count it up and see what you see. Hypotenuse leg seems like it's only going to have two things where all the other ones had three, but it really does have three. It had, because what's going to have a hypotenuse? To have a hypotenuse, you got to have a right angle. So the right angle has to be there. So really, it should be called right angle hypotenuse leg. But they didn't. They just called it hypotenuse leg. So we just deal with it. All right. So is the hypotenuse marked? Yes. You got a right angle. So when you see a right triangle, check and see. Is the hypotenuse marked? Yes. Is one of the legs marked? Yes. So that's hypotenuse leg. Over here, hypotenuse marked? Yeah. Hypotenuse. One of the legs marked? Yeah. Leg. So you're looking for that. But even though it doesn't have just because you got a right angle, what if I had this marked? I could have that and that. Is the hypotenuse marked? Yes. Is one of the legs marked? No. But that doesn't automatically rule it out. What else do I have? I got an angle, and even though this is a right angle, it's still an angle, isn't it? What is this now? Angle, side. If I had it marked like that. So you have to be careful. It could be other things. Just because you got a right angle, don't assume that it's going to be hypotenuse leg, but check that first, okay? Check that first. There is no SSA, or if you turn that around backwards, ASS. You're not going to have a postulate where you are writing that out, okay? Thank goodness, all right? But right, the hypotenuse leg looks like it. Think about it. If I count that as a side, and that's a side, that's an angle, it looks like the angle is not between the two sides, and so it would be that or that. But since it is a right triangle, it'll be a hypotenuse leg. But just be watching for that. If you just had plain old angles, it will not work. And also on congruency, there is no congruency postulate. There was one for similar, but for AAA. And the reason why, they can be the same shape, the same angles make it the shape, like the Hot Wheels and the real car, that's similar. That is not congruent. We want them to be the exact same size. So you got to have a side in there somewhere to compare those lengths. So that's your 5 choices. Plus, you can always be a not. So really, there's 6 choices you're going to use. So, can you tell if they're congruent or not? What would this one be? Okay. When we look at it, let's mark what we see. I see a side. If it's in the middle, that's a side. Here's a middle, side, and this is an angle in the corner. Now, they put little marks on the angle too, but it doesn't matter. It's still an angle. All right, does that one match it? Yeah, so that is side, angle, side. Good. All right, what about here? We see right angle, so we should look hypotenuse and a leg. No, we don't have a leg. So let's just treat it like a side. Here's a side, here's an angle, and here's another angle. What do you think? Does this one match? Angle, angle, side. Is it both? Are they both angle, side? Is the side in between them or not? It's not between them, so angle, angle, side. All right, next. Hopefully you see this. We got a side, we got a side, we got an angle. But look close. Here's a side, here's a side, here's an angle. Is this angle in between? Where those two sides meet up? No. Okay, so that's gonna be a knot. They don't even match if you look at it close. Alright, and here that's an easy one. Side, that's a side, that's a side. Side, side, side. Okay. What do we got? This is an angle corner. Here's an angle corner. Here's an angle corner. Is there an angle, angle, angle? No. Okay. No angle, angle, angle. So that's not congruent. Alright, here. You're going to try some of these in class. Hope you're watching. Angle. Here's another angle. And here's a side. That one kind of looks like it's doing the same thing. Is the side between the two angles? Yes. So side, angle, side. Here. That's a side. That's a side. That's an angle corner. Side. Okay. Two sides. Angle. Angle's got to be in between. Is it? Yes. Alright. And then this one. That's a side. It's a little weak corner. Here's an angle. Over here is a side. Is that side, angle, side? No. Okay. Alright. Now, if they are touching, you get one other little twist to it. When they're sharing a side, like right here, that's sharing a side, or like right there, they're sharing a side, you get to mark that side yourself because they both are using it. So you can put your own hatch mark, single, double, triple, whatever blows your hair back there. All right, and then double on that one, just to say we did it. When they share a side, you get to mark it. All right, so we got those marked. What about when they are like this? What's happening right there? That should be vertical. Remember verticals? Oh yeah, we got to do that again. Yeah, so verticals, you get to mark that. So if they share a side or they're vertical, you get to mark it. So once you mark it, then you can say, and the reason why these match is reflexive property, that's what they both have that part. But what is the actual thing? Let's look close. We got it, they put the purple mark on there. Right angle. What are you supposed to check for right angle? Hypotenuse and a leg. And yeah, that's the leg right there that they're sharing. Hypotenuse leg. That'll be HL. Alright, here we had the vertical. So now we've got a side, we've got a side, we've got an angle. Is the angle up in the corner between them? Yes. Side, angle, side. Another vertical. So now this is side, angle, side. Angle is between where the two sides meet up. Right there in that corner. And then they share the side. So now, here's an angle, here's a side, here's a side. On that one triangle, is the angle in between where the two sides meet up? Here's the two sides marked. No, it's not between it. So that's still not congruent. Okay? You can't do SSA. It's not congruent. And if it helps, cover up one of these triangles when they're touching like that. Cover up one, just look